Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. So, in the last episode we spent pretty much the entire episode talking to these two guys, although mostly to this one. We haven't really spoken with this one yet. But before I do that, there is a few things I would like to do first. First of all, when I loaded up the game, this new bubble popped up, so let's have a look at that first before we do anything else.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Okay, so what triggered this new development? Coach Physical Instrument, does it mean you'll call me a maggot and a Nancy boy to motivate me? Yes sir, forge me into organic steel, coach. Is this because I failed that skill check last time when I tried to throw the bull? But I mean, apparently it was a good throw, even though it looked like a failure. So yeah, what exactly do you want to do here?
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
I kinda doubt it, but I suppose I can at least give it a try. So, forge me into organic steel.
It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete.
So, why piss?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Okay, let's do this, coach. I'm with you, opt in. Too much abuse for my taste. I'm more of an intellectual. I guess I am, but as always, I'm going to opt in and we will see where this is going to take me.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo athleticus.
Okay, so it gave me a new thought. Which brings me to the next thing I would like to do. I have a new skill point and yes, I will invest this one into a new slot so we can internalize another thought. Coach Physical Instrument. -2 encyclopedia, intense workout. So you were minding your own business, trying to get some detective work done, when suddenly a voice emerged from within and told you you're a wuss, a namby-pamby, a sissy, a limp jellyfish. This voice has zero gender sensitivity and even less empathy for underwhelming athletic performance. Try to purposefully piss it off, see if it teaches you something, pretend you don't know the difference between a double and a single support phase in a discipline of hammer throw. It hates that. Okay, so this is a very short one. So, I don't know, do I want to start with this one right away? I have so many, so I kind of want to have a quick look at some of them. I'm still not sure about this one. Searchlight Division. Oh yeah, I got this like a few episodes ago. Missing person cases are really get to you. Start watching, worry about their loved ones. I don't know. This might be useful. I am looking for a lot of people, so maybe this will give me some useful skill to find people. Sure, let's just internalize this one. There we go. And finally, I want to talk to Renee again because that was another skill check, a red one if I remember correctly, and I would have to increase my drama. So let's see if I can do that. I mean, I have the bow knot, which gives me +2 drama, so obviously I'm going to pick this one. And yeah, I'm still wearing some discarded clothes from the skill check last episode. I still have to change that. Do I have anything else that would help me with drama? Okay, the Party Dragon Silk Rope. Amazing. It looks terrible. But I will use it because it might help me at least a little bit here. Okay, looks like that's all the additional drama that I can get. So it's 7 now, which is pretty good. Now let's talk to Renee again.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Okay, so it went from, I think, 17% to 58, which is pretty good. So let's give it a try.
Unfortunately, there
And it
doesn't
still
seem
doesn't
to be
work.
anything worth mentioning among your achievements. You should resort to good old lying.
Okay, let's see. I had a dog, Fifi. Took her fishing late one autumn, but the boat rocked and she fell in, so I jumped after. Renee, lower your voice. I'm ex-Army too, Special Forces, Black Ops, Secret Soldier. Lying just isn't my style. I'd rather get back to questions. No one is going to believe this one. Let's go with the stupid dog story.
The carabiner stares at you with a frown. Doesn't look like he's buying it.
Not even that story. Yeah, he wouldn't have believed me, the Black Ops story. The boat capsized and sank. Fifi was already tired. She was almost 11. I took her on my back and started swimming. I guess I'm just going to continue with that story.
Please stop.
It took us nearly 7 hours. Fifi died in my arms when the water was only knee-deep. She was a good dog.
Son, I don't know why you're feeding me this horse shit, but I'm not biting. Can we get back to our game now?
I guess it was worth a try. But yeah, even with my great outfit, I was just not dramatic enough. So, let's just switch back to my standard outfit. I think I was wearing the farm pants. And I believe this jacket, right? I guess I'm going to use the horrific necktie again. So I have at least 1 point in Inland Empire. Okay, so I guess that's all I wanted to do here. Although, did I really switch back to the same outfit that I had before? I'm definitely wearing a different jacket here. Yeah, I think I may have been wearing this before. Esprit de Corps and Shivers, right? I mean, this one looks pretty similar. I mean, it's actually not a bad jacket. Visual calculus. What is my visual calculus? Then again, my visual calculus is good enough, so... Yeah, this is the one that I was wearing before. Okay, anyway. Let's go and talk to him now, if he is willing to talk to me, that is.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Okay. Are you talking about your sandwich?
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Do not be so rude.
Renee, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
I agree, and I'm sure Harry would as well.
Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Okay, so we can talk to him now. You mentioned Jean-Marie Buyot. Who is that? Tell me, what do you know about the dead man? What are the rules of this game? Bit late for that, huh? Looks delicious. Point to sandwich. Can I have a bite of that? Yeah, let's ask about this lady first.
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Okay.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
Oh, so she's dead?
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
So you both know her. What happened to her? Sounds like this is between you two. I have other matters to address. Yeah, but I'm also very, very curious and sometimes a little bit nosy, so I'm going to ask it anyway. So I take it that both of you knew her?
We knew her, all right. lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was Renee's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
Yeah, I think you're getting to a very touchy subject again.
And then you stole her from me.
Yeah, this is very, very touchy. I'm still surprised that these guys are just hanging out. Apparently, not only do they have very different political opinions, there seems to be some bad blood between them about a woman, apparently. Easy, fellas. No need for this to get ugly. Do not intervene. Sorry, but I really wanted to just ask some questions. Yeah, no need for this to get ugly.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk.
You stole her from me.
Renee repeats, trying to steady his breathing and still clutching his chest.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
Okay.
We were just boys then. This was different. You.
The tall veteran looks at you and nods.
No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
Well, again, it is a very touchy subject, so should I really continue to ask? Well, I just can't help myself. So what happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful.
Okay, so I guess she was actually pretty old when she died.
Renee and I were both by her bedside when she...
He pauses, searching for the right word.
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
Okay, that is true.
Departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
Clearly. Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry.
So I take it she didn't marry either of you. The look in his eyes is happy and distant.
She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
I see. I don't know, maybe she actually liked that arrangement. And, have the best of both worlds or whatever. Nothing wrong with weighing your options first. That is true. That's a bit odd. Women, right? Yeah, maybe she wasn't indecisive. Maybe she just liked this kind of arrangement. Ever thought about that?
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
Okay.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
Pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Yeah, on second thought, this isn't really my kind of business, so let's just move on.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Tell me, what do you know about the dead men? Yeah, this is a bit more what I'm trying to find out here.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? That's all you know? Come on, you must have heard something, really. You know absolutely nothing. Shame, maybe you can help me with something else then. Yeah, I mean, come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Well, thank you.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
Caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
So you haven't heard anything, and even if you did, you wouldn't gossip about it.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Right. Sounds a bit like you're holding back. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not even anyone.
What were you trying to say?
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly.
Okay.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, Renee? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Okay, well, I mean, that is interesting. How do you know Evra? Are you a Union member? Yeah, tell me, how do you know Evra?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Oh, interesting. You were their teacher.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
I mean, that's usually the case with history. While you're experiencing it, it's not really history. So, I feel you do not have to experience it yourself in order to know about it or learn about it.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Crossfire? What do you mean?
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of bad blood between these two guys, apparently. So, are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So what do you mean in many ways?
Oh, yes.
So does this mean you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently he keeps Renee on the payroll as well, so that doesn't really mean much.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes.
Well, why should he care?
He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Okay, fair enough.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important.
Okay, I understand.
I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Yeah, for some reason, there's nothing that these two guys agree on, except playing Bool, apparently. What are the little things you do for Evra? That's an interesting question.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
So what kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
So you write for newspapers and essays for the Union, but you don't actually believe in what you write. Is that what you're trying to say here?
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I do little things for Evra myself, nothing wrong with that. That's very true. I do little things for Evra too. I feel terrible about it. Let's stay on the track here, guys. Honestly, I don't feel that terrible because I do it for a very specific purpose to help my case, so I think I'm fine with it.
That's just the way things work around here. No reason to feel bad about it.
So, are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political? Well, I guess he just pretends to be political. Fake it till you make it. So you are a weather vane, but you need to believe in something: freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money. That's smart. I keep my nose clean too. Yeah, how do you write these essays if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
So basically you can just very convincingly imitate a certain political view.
He just fluffs it up.
Right.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
So basically you are a weather vane.
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Has a better ring to it, don't you think?
I agree, it has a better ring to it.
Mon Dieu.
The carabinier closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Anyway, I think that's really all I need for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Well, I hope so. Okay, I asked about Jean-Marie, I asked about the Union. So, now that I've already, made my throw, can you tell me the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull as close to the cochonnet as you can.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the cochonnet.
He points to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Guess it's this one. And these are the bulls. Interesting, tell me more about it. I think that's all I need to know about Pétanque. No, sure, tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
So, anything else you can tell me about Pétanque?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
Okay, I get it.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
Is that a comment aimed at my age? 50 years might be a little bit too generous. Even if he's in his early 40s, he would be over 90 at that point. So probably not playing Pétanque? I don't know. Not if he continues to drink like that.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
No, I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about Pétanque. Yeah, I believe there was one more question.
Hurry up then.
It's okay. I just want to ask him for his sandwich because it looks delicious.
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Okay.
The only one you have.
Well, in that case, maybe I shouldn't convince you to break that one principle.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Please, man, can I just have a bite? Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone. Okay, I'm not that hungry anyway. Honestly, I don't think I need the sandwich. I mean, it might heal some of my health, but I don't really need that anyway. Or maybe even my morale, but again, I have enough charges, as you can see, so...
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
Well, I can actually convince him to give me one bite. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. Rhetoric. Okay, whatever. I'm going to give it a try.
Alright,
Oh,
this is how we're
well.
gonna do it.
Well, in that case, maybe I will get that sandwich after all. I admire your handiwork, chef, but there are a few things I'd do differently. That is a very clever approach.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind. Salads, salmon, sandwiches, bingo. This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
The bread you built this wonder on could have been toasted beforehand. Had you put a large slice of Moldovan cheese crosswise from the ham, it would minimize the component loss via crumbling. This sounds very high concept.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
Do you want better? The air pocket between cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype first. No, no one can. Gaze at the distance, slowly shaking your head. I mean, this way I would probably get the sandwich, but I kind of like this answer as well. So I'm not sure. Let me try this one.
Wait, but I thought I'd really like to get back to the game now, if there isn't anything else.
Okay, so maybe I should have picked the other option to get the sandwich, but I guess I don't really need the sandwich that badly, so never mind. Let's leave. Okay, so we talked to these two guys, and I see some objects I can interact with, so maybe we're going to start with that first. Yeah, apparently I haven't actually been down here yet. Got a bit of tar. Need to return that stuff at some point. What do we got here? Oh, quite a bit of money. And something here. A splatter of bullet holes line the wall. Okay, from the wall, I presume. Anyway, I guess that's all down here. But okay, I came back to this place of town for a reason, because I want to put the letter with the forged signatures into the mail. Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. What? So I guess I have to interact with the mailbox again.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something. Yes, finally we do.
Yes, for sending mail.
So let's drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon.
All right.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
Probably yes. I think forging the signature might have been a good idea.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Right, so we have to return to him. Let me have a look at the quest. Let Evra know you mailed the signatures. Okay, so we need to go back. And I guess this is just because I lost the letter. Alright. Now that we've finished that, another task I would do is talk to Garte about the stuffed bird. So, let's head back inside the whirling. Oh, what is this?
No, something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Evra's guys? Let's keep moving then. Yeah, what is prompting this all of a sudden?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
Yes.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself. Well, I mean, I didn't exactly make friends among these guys.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, guess I'll look elsewhere then. Oh, is this because I'm looking for communists, for building communism, and they're not the right kind, they're just social democrats? Okay, I guess I will look elsewhere. Okay, so that's why I got this thought. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to you.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight. Well, I'm not going to pay my bill. You can give that room to someone else. God, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffed grouse. Yes, let's do it.
What is this thing?
The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. I wanted to apologize for breaking the great score by bringing this ruffed grouse. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do here.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Okay, I guess he likes it.
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
Okay, thank you will do fine.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Right, but I mean, I do have, like, a motive for that. I want him to be on my good side, so I can sing karaoke later today.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Indeed. Okay, so I might be able to ask him about karaoke now, but I think I want to do this in the evening, so I will return later. Okay, so that's another task done. I suppose I could just continue on and go to Evra, so maybe we can finish this task. The rest is probably... Oh, hang on a second, we still have this one, ask Scab Leader about tattoo, which I may not really need to do anymore, but maybe it doesn't hurt to do so. Or it hurts a lot because he's going to be pissed. I guess we will find out. But yeah, let's move on. And I mean, there are a bunch of people in here that I may just want to talk to again at some point, just to see if they have any new dialogue. But not right now. Also, let me just return my empty bottles. The yellow roses in the window, those aren't the flowers that were left for Glacia. Huh. Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears.
Get a
with
whole
satisf-
50 cents. It's not much, but I guess I'll take it. Anyway, oh, hang on a second.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering?
Okay, I might be able to find some proper communists here. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Does that mean there's a communist nearby? Probably. Let's take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now? You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers, layers of body oil and sweat, over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails, the biting stench of lye soap. And then there's the slowly oxidizing metal gates, the scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
Well, that's a very vivid description.
Everything in order, detective?
The lieutenant gives you a quizzical look. It's kind of a personal errand. I'm smelling for communist skin. I'm working on developing my political consciousness. Just taking in the afternoon air like a normal detective. Yeah, I'm just working on developing my political consciousness.
You're developing your... You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
Thank you. Thank you for not questioning my weird activities.
It is a mark of the lieutenant's respect for you that he does not press you on this decidedly extracurricular errand.
I mean, sometimes my extracurricular errands actually are very helpful for our case.
The lieutenant lacks your highly developed political olfactory cortex. The reek of communism is undeniable, and it's coming from that railing right there.
So you mean mañana? But I mean, he told me he doesn't consider himself a communist.
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
But I guess we can try and talk to him again.
But be easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled.
Also, before I go and talk to him, I guess I will talk to the quote-unquote scab leader about the tattoo.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines? I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Take out the picture. Yeah, I think you are one of the mercenaries, right?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing. Say very quietly, is there a tribunal being convened by any chance? Let's see how he reacts to that.
Fucking bug.
He breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio, cracking somewhere, an earpiece.
Interesting.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The lieutenant says, his voice in a soothing calm. He looks at you.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time.
All right, let's back off for now.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
So, I wonder if this is really the right time to ask about the tattoo, but... let's try it, I guess.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it. They were on the body of the man who was hanged behind the cafeteria there. Give him the photo. It was on your colonel. Give him the photo. We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body. Give him the photo. Of course, yes, forget about it. Let's discuss something else. Let's just be very direct. It was on your colonel.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone. But beneath it...
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloth? Can you tell me what the tattoo means? Yeah, what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them.
So can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star on the web of lines away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
In what must have been Seminine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes, please. Also, he pretty much just confessed that he's not a scab leader, but that he's one of the mercenaries, right?
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
I'm pretty sure I can stomach it, so let's hear it.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet, a long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding.
Okay.
We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
Okay, let's continue to listen.
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them.
He ate them? Okay.
Said primitive spirits were watching over him now.
This is actually a lot more graphic than I thought it would be.
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits, my ass.
Maybe the spirits took revenge on him.
Something stirs in your stomach.
You were there. You're not really a scab leader, are you? I think we can pretty safely establish that now.
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off.
He shrugs.
But
He's under orders. And orders are orders.
So you were there, I assume.
no, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer.
Really, you were a bouncer. You can have that. Can I have it back? I guess I will need it back. It's kind of like evidence.
Go ahead.
All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
And there he is, putting on the mask again. But okay, we can now say for certain that he is one of the mercenaries.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
And I guess we learned a little bit more about the tattoo. Quite the dark story. But okay, let's leave. That's really all I wanted to do here. And yeah, that is another quest done. And he didn't try to kill me because of it. Okay, so I guess I will talk to Manana again and see if we can recruit him for our communism building project. And after that I will return to Evra to tell him about the signatures. But I think it's long enough for today, so let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.